Miami Herald has been reporting at Guantanamo since the day the detention center opened in 2002. Working as journalists there has never been easy, but across the years we've always been allowed to photograph some troops and detainees with some discretion. In March, 4 senior Herald journalists went down for the primary purpose of shooting video with a staff videographer for the first time. There were new restrictive media ground rules, and we encountered censorship of the sort we've never experienced. It started out just after arrival. A soldier forbade shooting video or taking photos on the ferry crossing. That's a first. Just last year, reporter Carol Rosenberg was permitted to shoot her ferry ride using Google Glass. The public affairs staff later said that ferry crossing ban was a mistake. But the censorship under which we would have to work during our 4-day stay became really clear on our first full morning there in what the military calls an operational security briefing on the do's and don'ts for journalists. Last year, we were allowed to photograph the presentation, but in this instance, our escorts said photography of their very similar slideshow was forbidden. They did say it was okay to record audio.
These folks that are here, the soldiers that are here, have 2 main missions as far as your visit is concerned. They are in charge of it. They are in charge. Ma'am, no, I'm talking to you guys right now. I'm not quotable because I'm not a spokesperson for the JTF. Okay, the main mission that they have is to ensure that your itinerary is abided by. They need to get you where you need to go in the time that has been allotted for it, right? Because we want to make sure that you get to see what you have been scheduled to see. So that's one. Changes to the itinerary, deviations from the itinerary present a issue to ensuring that we keep that timeline. So please be mindful of that. And if you have any questions about that, don't give them a hard time. They have been provided the same itinerary that you guys have been provided, and they will ensure that they keep that itinerary. The second item is OPSEC. As you guys already heard, these folks that will be here are going to be your OPSEC officers during your visit here. So again, they have been provided the same OPSEC brief that you guys received today, and they will then go and enforce it, both here and during your visit. And again, I ask that any issues or any decisions that they may make that you don't agree with, please, 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 let's all be respectful, and let's not do it in a confrontational manner. Okay, that's what I ask. They will behave professionally, and if they don't, please let me know. But I guarantee you that they will. Now, what I ask of you today and over the next few days is that you do the same. Okay, they're here doing their job. They didn't come up with these rules. They didn't invent them. They were provided to them. They're here to enforce them. These guys right here, don't ask them to deviate for the itinerary because they've been clearly told that they need to stick to the itinerary. Right, so if there's something that comes up and there's an issue with it, I'm sure that Lieutenant is more than capable to address them if at all possible. But in the meantime, don't give these guys a hard time. And that's really what this is about. Because we've had reporters, colleagues of yours, ma'am, that come here and decide to be less than professional and more akin to rude to these guys. And certainly I will not tolerate it, and I'm sure you guys wouldn't like me to show up at the Miami Herald and be rude to your employees. So that's it. I hope you guys have a good visit. I'll be seeing you around the tour during today and tomorrow, so at certain spots I'll be there. So hope your visit is productive.
Keep in mind, the motto of Joint Task Force Guantanamo is, quote, safe, humane, legal, and transparent detention, end quote. For years, we were allowed to take pictures of troops who consented, and we could name them. We were allowed to photograph prisoners, but without distinguishing features. This time, we had a whole new layer of restrictions and ended up with lots of footage of headless soldiers.
Containerized latrine, nothing exciting, but it's got all the amenities. 3 toilets, a urinal, and a couple showers. So this is where they did their business.
Check for tuberculosis annually.
An already tightly scheduled itinerary went more quickly because our public affairs escorts cut short some video and interview opportunities.
I can read. When are they coming? Who woke you up?
After we left Guantanamo, we were surprised to see military pictures taken by Army journalists of the very same people we were not allowed to photograph or identify in this report. They were popping up in Google searches, posted as approved for release on public and Pentagon websites.
I say welcome to you and the 346 MP Company. The mission is officially
We went to
yours.
Guantanamo to record video and interview the staff of the detention facilities, knowing and accepting that it wasn't going to be easy. The more restrictive media rules currently in place made it even harder.
Okay. Hey, sir, we're going to move on, I guess, to the next area.
We're done?
Yeah.
This guy's walking away.